Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is O'Neill Catnell. I'm out of Jacksonville, Florida. I'm extremely excited to be your host and trainer tonight for our team conference call with the Legacy Movement and Synergy Worldwide. Want to definitely thank you guys for being in attendance. 80% of your success comes from showing up, and showing up at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every Sunday night shows your level of commitment to being successful in this wonderful opportunity to capture the market share that is available to us with Synergy Worldwide, ladies and gentlemen. We're really, really excited. These team calls are put in place to provide a support infrastructure where you can receive technical skills, training information, testimonials, and so forth to ensure that you are receiving all the support you need to be successful with this wonderful cause-driven opportunity, the most significant cause-driven opportunity of 2019. I'm really, really excited because, we have two more Sundays to go before the year ends, ladies and gentlemen. And this has been the year of transcendence, the year where you're transcending yourself to rise above, go beyond the limit, okay, and go beyond where your current circumstances were to become someone new and to help you fulfill your goals and dreams in this whole process, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm extremely excited for those who are diligent, who have purpose, who are prepared and persistent to be a part of this wonderful opportunity with us, ladies and gentlemen. Your commitment is highly respected. These calls are designed to help ensure that you're receiving these tools for success so you can implement it into your daily activity as you build this wonderful business opportunity. So I don't take it lightly. I take it very, very seriously, ladies and gentlemen. You know, when you take a look at what we have being a part of Synergy Worldwide, it's a wonderful opportunity, ladies and gentlemen, to impact the lives of people's health with scientifically validated products that provide real health benefits backed by a 120-day money-back guarantee, with a compensation package that is unlike anything else out there that performs to help you, generate long-term passive income based on what you do. It's very, very powerful, ladies and gentlemen. So, the first thing at the beginning of this year, we talked about taking ownership, taking possession of what you have. Because the first thing is, once you take ownership and take possession of it, that means you are here for the long haul. It is yours for you to have and to know about, so you can, skillfully convey the benefits and the solutions that we have for people in terms of health and wellness and financial success. And it starts with the individual. So we're really, really excited about that. But tonight we're going to talk about a couple of things and that I'm really, really excited about upon the request of fellow members such as yourself. But before we get started, I want to give critical updates. We're going to have a conference call, the corporate conference call, update 2019 update of Synergy Worldwide. Everyone should have received an email with the information on the details this coming Tuesday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can also go to your web office when you log in under the blog section, or just go to Synergy Worldwide blog for more details and information on that. Okay, how to dial in for those who are overseas in the Caribbean, how to connect via the internet. All the details are there. I would not miss this call. It's a very important update of our business, ladies and gentlemen. With our new Vice President of Nature Sunshine, Eddie Silcock, giving us an overview, okay, an update, okay, of our wonderful opportunity. So, invite a lot of people on this. They need to hear about the health of our company and our vision and where we're going, so they can understand what we possess. And it's such an important thing. Okay, so remember, this Tuesday, we won't have an overview call. We're going to route everyone to the global update call, or the Synergy Worldwide update call, with Mr. Dan Higginson, founder of the company, and also Mr. Eddie Silcock, Vice President, Nature Sunshine. Okay, so fantastic, fantastic. So let's get into this call, ladies and gentlemen. Very, very excited. Okay, we're going to talk about two things that I know will definitely help everyone, progress forward and become even more skillful, and also have great success with this opportunity that we have here and that we possess. So we're going to talk about overcoming objections and the art of the invite. And these are powerful tools that are needed as we're building this business, but also it will help you grow and get results and also help you grow in confidence and competence. So let's talk about, objections, okay? So let's talk about that. First, let's hear what objection, according to the definition of what an objection is. I like to, you know, go into that detail so that we have a clear understanding of what we're talking about. Okay, so objections is nothing more than a reason for disagreeing or disapproval or opposition. Okay, and it's not necessarily something that you take personal, because objection is just a part of the language of communication. Okay, remember, communication is the mutual exchange of information, okay, from one person to another. Mutual exchange. So when there's an objection, that means there is um, a lack of mutual exchange. And sometimes we take objections personally because we've been cultured that way. We've been taken to think that someone is rejecting you and not what the information that you're trying to convey to them. And oftentimes, we take it personally, and that's okay. It has happened to all of us. Okay, but what we're going to talk about is, you per se, the professional and the individual, how to look at this and look at objections for what they really are. Okay, so let's really get started. Okay, because you have to understand, ladies and gentlemen, that take a look at things, and if you change the way you look at them, then the things that you're looking at will change. Okay, and it all starts with you. Okay, how do you handle objections? What are you looking for when you designed a business plan to build this opportunity with Synergy Worldwide? We already talked about, it's a process of going through numbers of people. It's a numbers game. Okay, we also talked about that we know that 1 out of 10, 2 out of 10, maybe 3 out of 10, or even 5 out of 10 may tell you no. So if that is something that you clearly understand, why is objection such a big deal? Well, change the way you look at things, and the things that you look at will change. Why is it that we take ownership of objections? Okay, it's not you. You're not personally being objected to. Okay, you have to understand that when we convey information to people, we have to understand that they're living lives too. There are things going on in their lives and in their world that may take greater precedence than some information that we're trying to bring to them to transform their health or their wealth. And at the time, they cannot clearly see that. So when we get, objections, sometimes we take ownership of the objections and not just pass it on, okay, as part of the process. Okay, so you hear that word ownership, to possess, right? Okay, to take possession of something. Sometimes what happens with objections is we're taking ownership of the objection itself and having it root within us and not look at it as part of the process. Okay, because with any opportunity and any business that conveys to people, not everyone is going to be a part of your organization or part of your business, or not everyone that walks into a store purchases something. Okay, but many people who sell things know that out of 100 people, X amount of people are going to purchase or acquire, okay, what they have. So they're already coming into the consciousness that, hey, I am just looking for that small percentage that's buying. But if I know that I only get 10 out of 100 people, then in order for me to get 100 people to purchase, I need to get, 1,000 people coming through my store. So how do you look at objections is also a very, very important thing in terms of how you are sensitive, okay, to know how you look at what's being conveyed, and you're taking ownership of objections that someone is rejecting you and not the information that you're conveying, because those are two separate things, okay. And in many cases, objections only means I am not ready. I may be ready in the future. I am not totally saying no. What I'm doing is may not be a good time. I am not necessarily looking for what you have to offer at this time. And that is okay, because remember, you can always revisit people. So let's take a look at what objections are. Why is it that, I am battling with me feeling that I am being objected versus the opportunity? When I know I have to go through certain number of individuals for me to see any forward progress. It's a deep question that we need to ask ourselves, because you know there's a cycle in our business called the emotional roller coaster that we have to learn to avoid. And when you become too sensitive to people's reaction, it will sway your emotions into highs and lows. When someone tells you, yes, I'm interested in what you have to offer, it gives you a euphoric energy and you're excited. And when something bad happens, then you are on a low. It means your business is not working. You're not doing anything. You maybe not even touch it for 3 to 4 days. Productivity. That does not help. Okay, understand that, you know, search yourself, search your emotions, and understand that, I am not being objected to. Okay, it's just timing, maybe not right for people. And as a process, I have to go through and find the people who are looking for what I have to offer. And I may be in the wrong environment. Okay. And sometimes that happens. You may come into an environment where 90%, 95% of the people are just not looking for what you have to offer. Okay. It's not a reflection on you. It's not a reflection on what you have to offer. It's just the time in the marketplace. It is also um, what others are currently going through in their own lives. So remember that, ladies and gentlemen. But the most important thing is, ask yourself, why does it mean so much for me, okay, that an objection would take me away from an opportunity that I know can give me all that I want and I desire? That's what you have to ask yourself, because objections is part of the process. You know, um, we call it the closing ratio in sales. Okay, on a credibility scale. Okay, out of a 1 out of 10, how many people would be a customer? Out of 1 out of 10 people that you talk to, either a customer or a business partner. Okay, maybe one person, maybe two, maybe three. Okay. Okay, once you find what that number is, you know what your closing ratio is. And once you know what your closing ratio is, you can achieve the levels that you desire in the business, because you know that if I talk to X amount of people, I will get X amount of business in terms of customer and business partners. So I just know that I need to go through the numbers now and monitor my closing ratio, and I will achieve it. So for example, okay, we know that team leader is 40 people on your right and 40 people on your left. Okay. Well, what you have to do is say, hey, listen, how can I find, okay, 2 or 3 or 4 serious people? Okay. Out of 1 out of 10, I need to find 4 serious people. Okay. If I only can close 2 people out of 10, then I need to really talk to 40 people, okay, quickly, so I can get my conversion, because out of those 40 people, I know I will sign up for, okay, or 8 people may sign up, okay, and then out of that 8, I can help them go through the same numbers and develop and go after their 8 and duplicate that process. That's the closing ratio we should focus on, and not the objection of someone telling us no. Because if we go around seeking negativity, we will find it. That's why the good word says, seek and you shall find. Whatever you're looking for, you will find it. So if you keep looking for negativity, you will keep finding negativity, and we keep wondering why things always happen to us, because that's what we're looking for. So if you're looking for prosperity, you're looking for results, you're looking for income, if you look for it hard enough, you will find it. So once you find out what your ratio is, okay, so you start looking for people who are looking for you. And it may take you a while, because you have to go through numbers of individuals. You may have to go into a new environment. You may have to talk a different way. But guess what happens? You are only looking for who is looking for you. And once you look from that perspective, ladies and gentlemen, there's no such thing as objections. Okay? It is temporary, what we would say, people are on sabbatical, or you revisit those individuals that are not ready, okay? And it's not objections, because it is very important that you understand that there is something psychological that you are reacting to, and you're clinging to objections instead of opportunity. Because if you look for it hard enough, you will always stay in the cycle. And if you look for things to be depressed about, so you can take off days from your business and so forth, you will find it. But if you keep looking for opportunities of growth, opportunities of customers, and so forth, it will grow. But remember, life is going to challenge you for everything that you want, because life is here to validate and verify that you really want it, so it can bless you with a lot more. Okay? So you have to culture yourself. And when you develop a habit of looking for opportunities and looking for who is looking for you, then develop a habit of not seeing objections anymore, but seeing the opportunity, okay, of going through the numbers, okay, improving your closing ratio, okay, so that you can help others and teach others what you had to overcome. And that's how you grow in confidence and in competence, okay? Competency and confidence run together, but you cannot increase your confidence or competence until you do something. You cannot get ready to get ready. You cannot overcome objections, okay, by staying on the sideline and wait and be motivated on calls and so forth. You have to implement the information. It comes with practice. That's how you gain confidence. That's how you gain the will and the desire to go out there and talk to and find the individuals who are looking for what you have to offer, okay? Because they're out there, but you have to position yourself. And through the process of engaging, okay, and listening to people, and hearing what you're sharing, and hearing what they have to say about your information, okay, then you will gain greater confidence and greater competence, which is very, very important for growing your business. So here's a couple of things I want you to understand when you're talking to people. Okay, here are 4 things about dealing with people, as they may even give you an excuse, okay, of why they're not ready for what you have to offer. But remember this, you're the professional. So when you're talking to people, make sure you listen fully to their reasons or their excuses. Because here's the thing, you have to ask for it. Someone says they can't afford, they're not ready, okay? So, okay, I understand. Can you share with me what is the reason why you're not ready to, you know, um, purchase or become a team member? I just want to know so I can remember that. So, going forward, I can always be here, to support or address, or we can revisit down the road when whatever the objection is may be overcome. Always listen to people, ladies and gentlemen. Listen very, very keenly. Okay. So the next point is understand what they're saying. Okay. Whatever they're telling you, understand it, because this process allows you to reinforce a relationship that you have with the individuals. Okay. So understand what their objections are. Okay. Then here's the key word. This is where you implement what we call emotional intelligence. Respond properly and professionally to people with their objections. One of the great things when someone is not ready to do business with you, a great thing to do is ask for referrals. Okay. Great. I understand, based on your objection, what your reason is. I clearly understand that. But who do you know? Okay, do you know of anyone right now? Could you recommend? Give me 5 names of someone that you believe that can benefit from what I have to offer. And when you ask the question, do not say anything until those people say something. Because in the psychological aspect of asking the sales question is this: the person who answers first loses, and you don't want to lose. So don't ask a question and then answer, okay, because you are not comfortable with the quietness. Allow the individual to answer so you can control the question and control the dialogue with the individual. Okay. Then number four, confirm. Okay, say, okay, great, thank you for these referrals, and then confirm that, hey, I appreciate you taking time out, and sharing, where you are, what you can or cannot do, and the reasons for that. I appreciate that. But I'm even more appreciative of you even sharing with other individuals that may benefit from what I have to offer. And what that does is it establishes, respect from that person to you, because you handled it very, very professionally, and you utilize, emotional intelligence, and you took it to a higher level. Okay, so that's very, very important. So remember, guys, objections is not directed, it's not a personal thing. Okay, it's the question you have to ask is, why am I taking it personal? Why does it matter? Why am I looking for this negativity, or looking for it in a negative aspect, or seeing it as an opportunity where, listen, I have to go through the numbers to understand what my closing ratio is. And once I found what my closing ratio is, then I know if I talk to X amount of people, I can get X amount of members and customers. And if I can get these X amount, then I know how many people I have to really go through to get to team leader, team manager, team director. Okay, that's the how you handle that situation. So, just wanted to share that with you guys. Change the way you look at things, and the things that you look at will change. But more importantly, people will look at you differently when you handle it in a higher level and in a more professional manner. The art of the invite. Let's move on to that. Okay, the art of the invite is very, very important. A lot of times, there's a quotation, there's a quote out there that says, "Set yourself ablaze, and people will come from a mile away to watch you burn." People are attracted to stimuli. People are attracted to energy. They're attracted to enthusiasm. They're attracted to excitement. And sometimes the way we invite others to our opportunity, we ourselves probably wouldn't attend if we were inviting ourselves. So we have to develop the skills of how to properly invite. Okay. When we're talking about our opportunity, and we're talking about a call like this, and we're talking about the environment, it has to be conveyed with enthusiasm. It doesn't have to be as people are attracted to enthusiasm. What are you excited or moved by? Okay, not just excitement. Enthusiasm is an emotion. Okay, people can get excited for no reason at all, but enthusiasm is because it is fulfilling a purpose. Okay, so people are attracted to something like that, ladies and gentlemen, which is very, very important for you to understand. Okay. People also know, if you're smiling. When you're talking about your opportunity, you have to smile. There's nothing more magnetic and attractive than a smile when you're talking about this opportunity. Okay. And engaging. So, a couple of things like that you have to recognize. Now, we often make the invite become a common thing, and it's not a common thing. It's a very, very powerful tool in your arsenal. For example, a call like this tonight, not just sending out texts, not just, say, hey, we have a team call tonight, love for you to be my guest. That's not how people show up for a call. People show up for things that they have a perceived value for. And if you do not reinforce the value and the importance of what is happening in this event, then, 9 times out of 10, people won't show up. It's how you do the invite. So, for example, you can say, sir, or John, or Mary, you know, we have a team call tonight, and it's my desire for you to hear the caliber of training and support that we have, with this opportunity. Not just to share, not just to sell you on anything, but to see the level of professionalism and how we conduct ourselves and the information that we convey to our people to ensure that they're properly trained. The individual that's doing the training has a lot of success. They are documented. I am blessed to be working with people of these caliber and expertise. And I just want you to experience what I experienced. So could you take 10 minutes out of your time to hear about this wonderful opportunity and how we're supporting and the people on our call and how we're taking things to another level? I'm telling you, it will not be a waste of your time if you just experience this once. You may even get nuggets that you can impart into your own job and help you become more successful. That's the level of training that we're receiving. You see, we edify, reinforce the value, we build it up. That's how you get people to show up, because we have to convey value through edification, through a professional, and also, conveying the value through your own testimonial. For example, an opportunity call, when you're inviting someone to an opportunity call, if you didn't do it through a three-way call and you're inviting someone, you can say, well, John, there's a call that I would love for you to receive some more information about this wonderful opportunity and products that I'm a part of. Now, it's not for you to sign up or anything. It's just for you to get the detailed information so you can understand why I am so passionate that I'm impacting people's lives. We're changing people's lives, and the first one I'm changing is my own. I now see a clear vision of what my next 10 years is going to be. This is an opportunity unlike anything I've seen before. The caliber of people that are here are of the highest quality. They are established. Okay, they are documented. They are financially free. Okay, they love to help people, and they know 100% of the facts and the details. And that way, I don't ruin it for you by giving you limited information. At least getting on this call, you can hear all the facts that you need to clearly make a decision whether you want to know more or proceed any further. So do you have 15 minutes out of your time to come onto this call, okay, and be my guest? Convey it with value and conviction and enthusiasm. And when you're doing it, when you're conveying it to people, smile, ladies and gentlemen, because we are spiritual beings. People are connected to you. They pick up on your vibrations. So if you're smiling, even if you're on the phone, it will reverberate through the phone. Okay. And creating that value, and share a little bit about your personal testimonial, a little bit, testify to them, to the benefits. Say, hey, listen, I've been on this job for 20 plus years. I have now seen a way out, to shorten my time so I don't have to be here for another 10 or 15 years. An opportunity unlike anything I've seen before. This is for me, not necessarily for you. You have to hear the information for yourself to make your own determination. But wouldn't you want to hear the whole details? Do you have 10, 15 minutes out of your own schedule to listen to people that I respect, that I am blessed to be working with, that knows 100% of the facts of the details, okay, that has a lot of documentation, love to help people, and passionate about the vision and the movement, okay? Could you be my guest on that call? So, how we convey it is very, very important. Same thing when you're handing out flyers, ladies and gentlemen. You have to reinforce it with enthusiasm, zeal, okay, and value. We call it the emotional deposit. Okay, connect with people, but deposit some emotion into them. Say, listen, this 22 reasons is clinically studied. It's backed by science. These are based on research studies that prove the benefits of this product. Like all the other prescribed medications you hear, or other supplements and so forth, this one has information here that clearly states that it does bring value to your health. Isn't your health your greatest asset? So why not read this information? Try it out, and get back with me. When is a good time for us to get back to each other? Okay. Whenever you do an invite, always set the stage for another contact, especially when you do an invite to a live event or a conference call. Say, hey, listen, after the conference call, okay, um, when can we reconvene? Okay, so I can answer or facilitate any additional questions that you may have after that detailed call. Always set it up for that, because people do not make choices. In general, very few people make choices after their first contact with the information. They usually make it after the third or the fourth contact with the information. So when you do your invites, ladies and gentlemen, always, okay, always set up a follow-up. Now, here's how you do texting. Texting typically is done after a conversation. Social media now is a powerful medium. You can do videos, you can do live recordings. But remember, the videos that work are the ones who are filled with passion, enthusiasm, okay, and is conveying value, creating desire for what people are looking for. So if you're targeting people who are looking for health, you have to reinforce and talk about your personal experience and how you value your health and what you're taking and so forth on your videos. That's how it works. And you have to bring it every single time. You have to, bring value. You have to bring zeal and enthusiasm, because people are attracted to excitement and passion and enthusiasm, because they're looking. But you have to tug at them and capture their attention. So it's very, very important for you to understand that the art of the invitation hinges around your ability to convey it in a wonderful way of zeal, enthusiasm. Okay, remember to smile, and edify and create that value effect, so that they can see that, hey, this is something important for me to take time out of my schedule to hear, so I can make a qualified decision. So just wanted to share that with you guys. Powerful tools here in your tool chest to help you. What I'm going to do is I'm going to unmute the calls and field any questions at this time, so that you guys can get your questions answered.